celebs who became unrecognizable for a movie or TV role. Welcome to another episode. If you enjoy this type of content, then subscribe and click that notification bell to stay up to date with all our latest and greatest uploads. Let's get into the video. From comic book villains to Oscar-winning dramatic roles, these characters required total transformation. We may go to the movies to see the actors we love, but it's not uncommon for those faves to look absolutely nothing like themselves. It's practically a rite of passage for a star to take on a character who looks nothing like them, then spend the press tour talking about the hours they spent in the makeup chair every day. Sometimes that patience results in a huge hit. Even more often, it gets the attention of the Academy. After all, there are several Oscar winners on this list of actors who were unrecognizable in some of their biggest roles. Watch on to see the transformations we still can't get over. Emma Stone as Billie Jean King in Battle of the Sexes. The year after Emma Stone won her Best Actress Academy Award for singing and dancing in La La Land, she took to the court for a sports-focused biopic. To play tennis legend Billie Jean King, Stone not only dyed her signature red hair brown and underwent a subtle but significant makeup process, she also put on 15 pounds of muscle in training for Battle of the Sexes. Nicole Kidman as Virginia Woolf in The Hours. Nicole Kidman won an Oscar in 2002 for starring in this feature adaptation of a novel by the same name. The actor disappeared into her role as the troubled author of Mrs. Dalloway, famously donning a prosthetic nose to look more like her. Charlize Theron as Aileen Wuornos in Monster. The year after Kidman won her Academy Award, Charlize Theron won for starring in a biopic of an infamous serial killer. It wasn't just the physical transformation, which included a significant amount of makeup and prosthetic teeth, that wowed critics. Theron's turn as Aileen Wuornos remains one of the most acclaimed film performances ever. And Megyn Kelly in Bombshell. Then, in 2019, Theron disappeared into the role of anchor Megyn Kelly in Bombshell, the chronicle of the Fox News misconduct scandal. HuffPost reports that the movie's Oscar-winning makeup artist, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞, quote, took a head cast and 3D scan of Theron, then studied images and film of both Kelly and Theron to learn their key features and differences, mapping out exactly which prosthetics he and his team would have to use and how they would have to use them. Intricate stuff. Eddie Murphy as various characters in Coming to America. Coming out of Saturday Night Live, Eddie Murphy was already known as a chameleon, and has famously acted opposite many versions of himself since. But one set of transformations stands out. Murphy plays 3 other characters in the 1988 comedy Coming to America aside from the lead Prince Akeem. With the help of some serious hair and makeup magic, he also plays a soul singer, a barbershop owner, and a Jewish grandpa. Steve Carell as John DuPont in Foxcatcher. After playing Michael Scott on The Office for years, viewers thought they had Steve Carell pegged, but his dramatic turn in a shocking real-life story changed that. The comedian donned a prosthetic nose and other makeup to play John DuPont, the eccentric millionaire with a deadly obsession for wrestling, in 2014's Foxcatcher. Rooney Mara as Lisbeth Salande in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Rooney Mara was still an up-and-coming actor when she was cast in the 2011 American adaptation of this best-selling Swedish thriller series. To transform into the hacker vigilante, Mara shaved her head, bleached her eyebrows, and got several real body piercings. Claire Foy as Lisbeth Salander in The Girl in the Spider's Web. After playing Queen Elizabeth II for 2 seasons, The Crown star Claire Foy was no stranger to altering her appearance for a role. And she did so again, for the same reason as Mara. Foy took over the role and the tattoos of Salande for the most recent movie in the series, The Girl in the Spider's Web. Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse in X-Men Apocalypse. Oscar Isaac didn't have to do much more than slip into a flight suit to play his Star Wars character, Poe Dameron. But antagonizing the X-Men was a different story. Isaac was hidden under putty and painted blue for his X-Men Apocalypse villain. And it wasn't particularly worth it. Neither critics nor fans had many good things to say about this chapter of the franchise. Rebecca Romijn as Mystique in the X-Men franchise. The model and actor doesn't look anything like herself in these superhero flicks. Romijn endured 9 hours of makeup daily to become the shape-shifting mutant Mystique in X-Men 2000, X2, X-Men United 2003, and X-Men The Last Stand 2006. When Jennifer Lawrence took over the role in the new X-Men films, she managed to talk producers into letting her wear a suit instead of pounds of blue body goop by the time the first sequel rolled around. Heath Ledger as the Joker in The Dark Knight. In one of his final roles, the late Heath Ledger gave a performance that earned him a posthumous Academy Award. With prosthetics to give him the Batman villain's scarred smile, plus some freaky caked-on circus makeup and an acid green dye job, Ledger fully inhabited the Joker in 2008's The Dark Knight. Tilda Swinton as various characters in Suspiria. Another performer known for being fearless in a makeup chair, Tilda Swinton is unrecognizable on screen more often than not. We could have just as easily picked her snaggle-toothed Minister Mason in Snowpiercer, or her albino Undertaker in The Dead Don't Die. But in Suspiria, the 2018 remake of the classic Italian horror film, Swinton plays Madame Blanc, the choreographer of a spooky dance academy, Dr. Klemperer, an elderly male psychologist, and, well, we won't spoil the last one for you if you haven't seen it yet. Fun fact, in the credits, Klemperer is credited to a fictional actor named Lutz Ebersdorf. And with that, we've reached the end of this video all about celebs who became unrecognizable for a movie or TV role. If you enjoyed this video and found it interesting, then give us a like and subscribe for more content just like this.